First of all, there's probably a misunderstanding in the public's eyes that referees would be against this because in some way it would undermine our authority or that we wouldn't want this interference. Speaking on my own behalf, but also on behalf of the referees that I speak to on a regular basis and I've worked with for years, and even for the organisation that runs refereeing at the highest level in this country, the PGMOL, we're pretty positive about what's happening here, about the possibilities, the opportunities that this presents. In fact, PGMOL General Manager was quoted as saying that in an interview to the BBC last year, that we'd be keen to look at how this would actually work in practice, and myself and the General Manager last year went to Amsterdam Marina to have a look at this system in practice. So we are keen to look at anything that makes our life easier, makes our job easier, makes us more credible on the field of play, and ultimately means that we make less mistakes. It's interesting, really. You'll always have subjectivity, I guess, in refereeing and in decisions. And some people within refereeing would say, look, I don't really want this to come in because it's going to change the way the game is played, in the same way that people in the audience would maybe hold an opinion that they don't want to see this intervention as well, because it's just not what we've done in football for years and years. I think, personally, that we would like to see it live trialled. I think whilst ever we don't go into a live trial situation, we will never be able to move the argument forward. Whenever there's a big controversial decision on a tournament, a World Cup, in the Premier League, this argument comes up again. It goes away for a few weeks, then it comes back again. We never move it forward unless we live trial it and just see exactly how it would work. And if the goal is to be 100% accurate on decision making, we'll never reach that, because what you think is a handball for a penalty and what I think or what somebody else thinks can vary. It can vary because football is a subjective matter. But what this system would do, it would rule out those real clear mistakes, the obvious ones that can affect the outcome of not only a game but also the career of a referee as well. Clear mistakes that have impacted upon colleagues of mine that have meant that they don't go to World Cups or that their careers are tainted by one particular decision. I've been in games on big stadiums in this country where I've given a free kick just outside the penalty area, and I've thought to myself, I would love the opportunity to check this with somebody very quickly. Did I get that call right? It's the last minute of a huge game, maybe a title decider, a World Cup round of 16 game, a Euro Championship quarter-final, or maybe I've given a penalty and I've thought to myself, I would like the opportunity to check that decision is right, because this is hugely influential on the outcome of the game. So my observation would be we are generally in support of it, and we'd like to see a live trial take place.